Good evening and welcome in as we are on the campus of Cal State San Marcos in North County, San Diego, set for the CCAA Championships as it's the women's taking the floor first, and it's the Pioneers of Cal State East Bay taking on the number 1 seeded Tritons of UC San Diego. My name is Seth Smith. I'll be bringing you the action all night long, and I am joined by Cal State San Marcos women's head coach Renee Jimenez. Thanks for joining us here tonight once again, Coach.
Of course, Seth. I'm excited. This is going to be a great game.
Top 2 seeded teams here about set to take tip. We'll give you the starting lineups for the Tritons. It'll be Beth Mounier, Cassie McLeod, Jolene Yang, Delana Sampton, and Paige Song. For the Pioneers, it'll be Kinch Kellerman, Shamari Harris, the Player of the Year, Kaylee Shung, Morgan Green, and Remy Puo. As we are underway, tip is controlled, and it'll be Tritons to start with the basketball. It was Sampton who went off last night for the Tritons, as well as Beth Mounier. Sampton and Mounier both finishing with 20 points each, and right on cue, Coach, they go to Sampton early on for the first 2. And wouldn't you know it, after all of conference long, it would be the top 2 teams taking place here tonight, the number 1 and number 2 seeds. Last time these two sides met up, it was all East Bay at Remac Arena in La Jolla. And it's the Tritons seeking revenge as Harris drives, leaves it for Pujo, who's blocked. Trying to come home with the conference championship. East Bay trying to win back-to-back. They won it last year, and first-year head coach Chanel Stiers has them playing well. And Beth Mounier set up McLeod point blank, and those are the ones you got to have here early on in the championship.
Yeah, absolutely.
And remember, that was the story for East Bay yesterday. It was those role players, Gilroy and Woolridge, to start the second half. But it was Bree Gilroy in that first half. She finished with 20 points. She had 14 first-half points and helped carry East Bay through the first 20 minutes. Who's it going to be tonight? Green trying to be that player, the freshman going to work underneath.
Yeah, looks like she just answered that question for you, Seth.
She's got 4 of the first 8 for East Bay. As it's kicked over, Harris will swing it to Shung, they'll put it in the corner. Green calling for it and got it with space, took a step, and now Morgan Green just going to work and making it look easy for East Bay. She's calling for it and wanting it, and that's what you like to see out of a freshman. Both these teams, as mentioned, have met up before. They split the series at a game apiece. And when you look at the score lines, there was the Tritons at East Bay winning 59-47, a 12-point win. And then you look at what East Bay did to the Tritons on their home floor, 71-57. So what do you make of that? 2 very evenly matched teams, but and both wins have been kind of blowouts.
Yeah, I think that game at UC San Diego.
She's just walking into some of these deep threes. And now dribble drive, leaving it for Kellerman. Green will swing it to Shung. Bounce pass inside, Puo going to work. Anderson on the help defense, but Remy Puo, strong move inside, finishes with the left hand. And a timeout called on the floor. Pioneers up early here with 1:20 left to play. Cal State East Bay 21, UC San Diego 16. You're watching the 2017 CCAA Women's Basketball Tournament presented by Gearbox. UC San Diego 6-1 in their last 7 games, and if that's not good enough, how about 19-2 in their last 21? As the coach of the year, Heidi Vanderveer, has them playing right and at the perfect time of the season. But not to be outdone, Cal State East Bay 13-1 in their last 14, including a win over these Tritons, as Guillory a bit out of control, throws it up, no whistle. I think expecting contact and never got the call. And now Harris again a deep 3. Harris again, her 3rd 3 of the night.
Harris is on fire right now. She's
They'll put it in the hands of the Player of the Year. Dribble drive as she crossed over Yang and now just pulls up and hits the jumper. Shamari Harris.
Yeah,
she's got 14.
Been unstoppable tonight. She's hit some big threes.
Green will swing it to Shung, had some space and gives it right back to Morgan Green. Kellerman and ball movement now along the perimeter for the Pioneers. Kick out, Shung for 3. Shung, good. East Bay back-to-back 3s, and the Pioneers absolutely rolling. They have their largest lead of the game. Harris will drive the stutter step and the easy leave for Remy Puo, who was just sitting wide open. And at that break, that's what you talked about, Coach. You got to help on Harris, and it leaves someone else open.
Exactly.
Matchup we were talking about, February 4th was the last time these two sides met up. 71-57, Cal State East Bay came out on top, but this is a different story. This is a different animal. This is the conference championship. This is what you worked all 28 games for. It was for this moment, and you got to find a little something extra here with 4:51 left to play.
Absolutely. I think, San Diego's
the top 2 teams in the conference, And a 42-37 score in 10 minutes to decide our champion.
We'll see. Defense wins championships, right?
That's what they say, and that's what one of these teams is hoping for, as Harris is going to leave it for Puo. 3 on the shot clock. Mounier went down to the ground. Puo, good move, and finished with the left hand. I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. Nobody playing much better than the Pioneers of East Bay. If they can hang on to win this one, they'll be 14-1 in their last 15 games, including 2 wins over top-seeded UC San Diego, as this one all but over here as they're going to let the clock wind down. Cal State East Bay going to repeat as champs as they'll celebrate at midcourt. It'll be the player of the year to dribble out the clock. Coach, that concludes our time here. This was a pleasure. I wish you didn't have to be to my left all season long. This was a good time.
Oh, I don't envy you. Hopefully next year you're talking about us on this radio, Seth.
I can't wait. We're looking forward to it. Thank you again for taking your time and joining us here this evening and yesterday as well.
Awesome, thanks.
All right, as that will do it here for the Women's Championship. East Bay wins it by a score of 62-53. They're your 2017 CCAA Women's Basketball Champions. Back-to-back for the East Bay Pioneers. We'll have the trophy presentation when we come back. But again, you're watching the 2017 CCAA Women's Basketball Championship presented by Gearbox.